Hello my friends and welcome. This channel is all about helping you find a career in interactive entertainment. In other words, helping you be a player in the game. Joining me today, Jordan Davenport, founder, Red G Studios, creative designer,
Yes.
South of Nowhere, currently under development,
Yes, sir.
psychological horror game.
Yes, sir.
Well, Jordan, would you care to tell us a little bit about your game and your role as a creative designer and what you do as a creative designer?
Yes. South of Nowhere is a first-person survival horror where you play as Robert Alderson and you travel through a forest that we made up called Clarencaster County, which a lot of people think is real, and I just want to go on the record and say that it's not a real area because it's on Google, and if you type it in, there's speculation everywhere. You travel through Clarencaster County, and the section of Clarencaster County is called South of Nowhere. It was named by the locals. Okay. So it's a very dangerous area. It's labeled as the most dangerous area in the entire world, and over 600 people went missing in 2016. So we're going to give the players an opportunity to travel through that, and the reason why he's traveling through that is because his son Jay was taken right out of their home in the middle of the night by something or someone, you don't know. Okay. So the player's going to go ahead and travel through Clarencaster Forest and in the section of South of Nowhere, and see just the different dimensions and different parts of the forest that really give it its name. So the players travel through the Caves of Stacy, which is named by the locals. It was a legend back in the day where people who ventured far enough into the forest would end up in South of Nowhere. And once you enter into the caves, that it wasn't caves, it was everything that was good or bad that came to life inside of the caves. So it necessarily wasn't just something that you go and travel into, or you and your girlfriend just go walk into to get an adventure. This is a place that you really want to stay away from and kind of avoid at all costs.
It sounds like it's going to be a little bit intimidating, a little bit scary, perhaps. I look forward to it. As the creative director, I presume that it's your role to make sure everybody stays on point in that direction that you're going for, on that guidance there. Is there any particular skill sets that you employ in your day-to-day routines in order to facilitate that?
I would probably say the best skills that I would probably want you to have is to have a horror mindset, or think of games that you've played that made you feel uncomfortable or feel uneasy. Outlast, Resident Evil, PT, which is the infamous or the famous one. I really try to, when I talk to Sterling, I try to give him a light of where I want everything to go. Sometimes I'll deter off, like when I'm doing the level design, I'll very much so make something, and then he'll be like, yeah, this works, and then I'll go back and, like I said before with the level design, like I'll meticulously pick it, and then it'll turn into something else. Still staying in the horror realm, but as far as the skills, I really want everybody to have a different, and I guess you could say twisted mindset. Okay. So, because I very much believe in horror lives in the dark, but I also believe it lives in the light. I believe anything that scares you is a form of horror. So I believe that all my people should not feel the exact same way as I do, but think a little bit outside of the box. So we don't want to be a copycat image of something else.
Right. They should at the very least understand the image that you're trying to portray.
Absolutely,
the vision that you're going for. Excellent.
Yes.
Really quickly, let me give a shout out to the Craft Services crew. Thank you very much to the Craft Services crew. It's with support from viewers like you that we are able to research and provide this information to you. Thank you very much. If you're interested in becoming a Craft Member Services crew member, then by all means follow the link below to our Patreon description. All right, so Jordan, any guidance to the Craft Services crew who might be interested in becoming creative designer? Can you give them any recommendations or knowledge that they need to secure first?
Absolutely. I think before you go into and you want to design or decide you want to be a creative director, I think the most important thing is you have to be some form of creative, which is, it kind of plays into being a creative director. So whenever you're doing that, make short stories, make all types of even bigger stories. I can remember writing back before South of Nowhere was a real thing. I can remember writing out different stories, like 3, 4, 5 pages of just something that I felt was worthy or different, because a lot of the times you feel like you're creative and then you show your product to other people and then you find out it's an exact image of something else. Right. So I think one of the biggest things you have to just make sure that you're not copying pasting something else, and I think that's where the creativity comes in, because you're going to be leading a project with everybody, much like Corey Barlog from God of War. You have to know a lot of different areas of different games, and you have to just have a general knowledge of a lot of things while mixing it with also being creative.
Okay. I got you. Thank you very much. I sure do appreciate it. Now, Jordan, I also understand that you're the level designer. Are you willing to tell some of the craft services crew what it takes to be a level designer in another episode, perhaps?
Absolutely.
Excellent, Jordan. Thank you very much. My friends, stick around. If you'd like to see more content with Jordan, then by all means, please do consider subscribing for more coming real soon. And if you cannot wait that long, YouTube has put together a video for your selection on the left, and I have put together this entire interview playlist on the bottom left. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again real soon.